Today we're looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Superman animated action figure. Now this figure is based on Superman's appearance from things like Superman the Animated Series and the Justice League the Animated Series TV show. Now this figure, it kind of goes in line with the Green Lantern animated figure that McFarlane released and the Batman figure that we haven't reviewed yet. So let's start off by looking at the box. Again, this box is pretty much similar to the same boxes for the other figures, except for this one's Superman and not Green Lantern or Harley Quinn that I've already reviewed. There's the bottom of the box in case you are looking for UPC codes and all that kind of good stuff to go check him out. See if your local stores have him. Sides of the box. Again, one of my favorite things, if you've seen the previous two videos, is the side of the box is really cool, especially when you line them up together with other figures. Here's the back of the box. It kind of shows you who the figure's based off of, just the animated version of Supes, and it gives you a few other figures that are in the line. Side of the box is just that Superman. Alrighty. So let's break this guy open and see what he is all about. Okay, so Superman is out of the box. And right off the bat, I can tell you I like this figure much better than the Green Lantern figure. And I'll get into that in just a few. But let's start off with one of the coolest things about these figures. The card. It comes on a pretty thick card stock. I love cards. I love collecting cards growing up. So collecting cards is really fun. Comes with a little bit of info about Superman on the back, including his height, weight, real name, and gives you a little description about him. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love that they're putting cards in with him. Gives you something else to collect. This particular Superman comes with a couple of different sets of hands. He comes with fists and these hands that look like they can hold a beverage or something. I guess we'll take a look at those in a minute. He comes with the base just like every other one so far. You can see the DC logo is on the base with the one little peg right there for the foot, which is cool. Comes with a piece of steel, I guess, to bend that steel, and we'll have to figure out how he can hold that in just a bit. It does come with these two little notches right there. I don't know what those are, but oh well, we'll check that out in a minute. Let's look at the figure. So one of the cool things about this figure that is much better than the Green Lantern figure is that the head is not, in the box he's tilted down for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it's the way the plastic is. But this guy, you can move his head all the way up, whereas the Green Lantern figure, doesn't work like that, son. Not with the Green Lantern. Here's a little side view of him, and Green Lantern, I think, is much more, he's protruded a little bit further over. Maybe I can bring him in a few to show you what I'm talking about. The cape is a very soft, rubbery type cape. I'm not into cloth cape, so I'm really digging this. The only downside to this is, look at it. It swooshes over to the side. I don't want that. Just give me a flat cape. It takes away some of the action poses you can do with this figure because the cape is swooshed over here to the side. One of the things that I don't like about this is he is missing a little notch on his Superman symbol that I see right off the bat there. I don't know if this was because, really, I don't know why. So I'm not even going to make up anything. I don't know why they couldn't have put that right there. I believe he has it in the animated stuff, so yeah, missed out on that one, McFarlane. You can see a little glue snafu here. I don't know if you could see it in the camera, but there's like the glue has sort of come out a little bit where they glued the cape down to the chest. But overall, I like the design. I like how they did the cape. No Superman shield on the back, which sucks, but he's a very, very, very heavy figure. let's look at the articulation. Of course, he has the butterfly shoulders there. He has some, he moves here. I'm wondering, it looks like he should be able to move there too, and he does. It's just pretty hard. You got to really fight with that a little bit. He does not have double jointed elbows, but the Green Lantern animated didn't either, but you can see the little notches there. I like the notches. I think I like those better than the traditional articulation at the elbow. The fists, of course, they come off, and he does have movement there, and he can turn all the way around. Of course, he does have the articulation there, and it doesn't look really bad on this animated figure. It looks like it's just part of the aesthetic of the figure, so that's pretty cool. He can do some decent bends. I wouldn't bend him too much further than that. The waist bends slightly. It may bend more than that, but it's really tight, so I don't want a chance breaking it. He bends out pretty good. He doesn't have the clicky articulation there. If you look through there, there's like a ball joint, whereas the Harley Quinn had like the clicky articulation in there, and I wish they would have done that for this one, but there's probably a reason why they couldn't do that. I just don't know what it is yet, so I don't know. As far as moving back and forth, he can move back and forth pretty good. He can do quite the split there, so that's pretty cool. He does have double knees there, so he can bend back fairly far. I don't know why Superman needs to bend his knee back that far, but as you can tell, he can. I guess if he was doing Pilates or something. Again, the horrible ankle joints. If there's one thing they fix, I wish it would be the ankle joints and the toe thing. I'm just not a fan. Not a fan of that articulation at all on this thing. But all in all, very cool figure. He is very, very top heavy. Very top heavy. And to get him to stand is going to be quite the adventure because the cape is so heavy. I really had to work with him to get him to stand a while ago, just to start the video again. I had to like bend his ankles in an awkward way just to get him to stand, and I shouldn't have to do that. I hate that. Oh, there you go. But once he stands, I think he will probably be pretty cool. All right, so let's take off one of the hands, see how well these things pop off. Oh, that was fairly easy. That was really, really easy. You see the joint right there? Oh, that's super, super nice. I mean, that comes on and off. That's I've never seen a figure with hands that come on and off so easy. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. I guess time will tell on this. How does he hold this? Yeah, we'll just say that he just broke it. I mean, he just bent it. Yay, Superman. Woo! Okay, let's throw that down there, Soups. Put your hands back down. I know somebody commented earlier on some of the photos that I was taking. Why do they bend over? Well, when they're attached to the base, they tend to migrate towards the path of least resistance there, and it makes them bend a little bit. I got him standing up fairly well right there, so I'm glad. All right, so let's look at him next to the others. Here is Green Lantern, and of course there's the neck issue I'm talking about. Look at that. He's just looking down. He can't look up. That's as far as he can look up. As far as he can look up. And it's not very far. Plus you have to bend his chest back to get him to look up. I don't like it. Here's the Harley Quinn. Now this is not the animated version of Harley Quinn. So the figure looks fine with the other animated figures, but this is not the animated version. This is the classic comic book version. There you go. There's Superman. What do you think of Superman? Of course, leave your comments in the comments section. I want to know what you think about this figure, and comment on the other two as well if you want to. Also, I will put a link in the description down below where you can order Superman, and also subscribe to the channel. More subscriptions I get, the better. Yay! Peace.